So you're telling me that this thing can't fly?
No, I'm not saying it can't fly, but it's more likely to explode than achieve lift off. You do realize that cars are designed to stay on the ground, right?
Oh, come off it, May. This thing is a rocket with wheels, and if you don't fire me into orbit in 5 seconds, I'm going to turn your face into a human pie attar.
That's not how physics works. And why do you have that? Whatever that is.
It's called a rocket-assisted launch system. It's perfectly safe. Probably.
Richard had, in fact, built this contraption from various parts he'd found lying around the garage, including what appeared to be an old fire extinguisher and several rolls of duct tape. The end result looked like something a deranged child might create with a Lego set designed by NASA engineers on acid.
That thing is more likely to send you straight into the center of the Earth than orbit. And why are we doing this again?
Because I want to be the first man in space without having to go through all that boring training and math stuff. Plus, it'll look great on my CV.
Your CV already says professional idiot loud and clear. And what makes you think this hunk of junk will even work?
Because I've tested it extensively.
Richard had indeed conducted tests involving launching various inanimate objects into the air. The results were mixed, with outcomes ranging from impressive trajectories to spectacular explosions.
Let me guess, your extensive testing involved throwing a few bricks and a small dog.
Well, one of them came back down. That's basically how satellites work.
James facepalms so hard he nearly gives himself concussion. He knows better than to argue with Richard when he gets like this.
But if I end up with a face full of shrapnel, I'm haunting you from beyond the grave.
Now wish me luck.
James mutters something under his breath that sounds suspiciously like, "You're going to need more than luck, you absolute lunatic."
Here goes nothing. 3.21.
Richard pulls the trigger. There's a moment of silence, then an enormous bang. The Celine S7 lurches forward, and suddenly they are both airborne.
Oh my God, we're flying!
I told you it would work.
They soar through the air like some deranged bird of prey. Unfortunately, their flight path is more akin to a drunken pigeon than a sleek rocket ship.
Crash! We're going to crash!
No, we're not, you pessimistic old sod.
The Celine S7 tilts wildly, and they begin to descend rapidly. Richard fights desperately with the steering wheel, but it's clear that he has no idea what he's doing.
We need a plan B. You don't have a plan B, do you?
Suddenly, an old Ford Anglia comes speeding towards them. The car is driving itself, and it has a giant net attached to the front.
What in the name of all that's holy is that?
It's Hammond's ridiculous flying car.
The Ford Anglia swoops in, deploying its net just in time to catch them mid-air. They tumble into it like a pair of oversized fish.
Well, would you look at that? We're alive.
That was close.
As the Ford Anglia gently lowers them back down to earth, they both breathe sighs of relief.
I think I need a drink. A very large one.
Me too. And then maybe another go.
Over my dead body, you man.